Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is a whole new show that I'm reviewing. This is Ready to Love, Season 2, Episode 1. I did not watch Season 1. I wish I had watched Season 1. I heard it was really, really good. But once I'm like a couple episodes out of the loop, I kind of give it up or whatever. So I'm watching this from the beginning, okay? But if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird. Girl, look, it is 5:15 in the morning. JayBird, dun, 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 and all that goodness, okay? Do not forget to also like this video. Hit that great like button. You can comment below in the comment section. You can also share this video. Hit the share button to share it on your social media. Just say, hey, JayLee's great. Watch your video, okay? You can also follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. The name is somewhere on the screen. And as always, you do want to hit that notification bell because it lets you know when I have new videos up. But let's get started. So if y'all don't know, if y'all did not watch Season 1, Ready to Love comes on Saturdays, and they pick 20 people, men and women or whatever, to trying to mingle. It's like the Bachelor for black people. Is what it is. But versus it being like one winner, they try to match 3 couples. Okay, so they have 20 people in the house, and at the end there will be 3 couples who end up falling in love or whatever. Now let me show y'all the cast, okay? Because this was the opening episode, it's not too much or whatever that I go into. So we'll do a cast review, and I got these pictures from the own website. So of course we have the host Tommy. Okay, we also have Alexis. We have Angie. Is it Ashima? I think it's Ashima. Brent and Chica. Now Ashima, when I seen her, I'm like, she looked familiar. I've seen her over the years. She's a comedian, but I've seen her on television shows and maybe comedy tours. I'm thinking I may have seen her like on BET's Comic View or something, but I'm like, she looked. But I knew who she was, so that was really, really, really cute. Now Brent is young. He just gray early. Okay, Chica, I feel like he's the kind of dude who be like, saying, who's too real and says whatever comes to his mind. Alexis is the one who's feel like, I don't see no competition here or whatever. Ashima also said how she feel like because she's a comedian that guys don't take her seriously, but she's like, I'm looking for love too. Okay, so those are some of the couples, not couple people, some of the people. We also had Carrie. Now Carrie, I believe, is the oldest gentleman here. And someone mentioned that he reminded them of their father. Kimber, London, Mario said that he tell people that he's related to either Morris Chestnut or Kevin Hart because he do look like a cross between them. He do remind me more of, he could be Morris Chestnut's cousin. I do see that. Mike reminded me of a penis. His face reminded me of a penis. It is what it is. Nina comes off very shy. You can't be shy in this game. You cannot be shy in this game. Okay. And then we also have Christina, Darren, Devin, Aisha, Jimmy and John. Jimmy John. Devin, I did not like seeing her walk into the house, mainly because when they kept showing Devin reminded me of somebody who was walking, like they were thinking about how they were walking, and that was weird to me. I'm looking like, so she looked like she was walking, but in her hair, she was saying, step 1, step 2, longer stride, shorter stride, okay, now flip your hair. Like, she walked like she's thinking about how she's walking, and so that just seemed a little, just not authentic to me, so something about her seems a little bit like she may not be the realest of the realest. She's walking and thinking at the same time. And I think that's all about them. And then we also have, last set of people, is Reva, Terrell, and Tandy. Now, Tandy was on, she used to date Genuine, okay? Tandy was on that show. It was on Bravo, about the play. It was her. Genuine was also in it. The show got canceled, I think, after one season because it was all a bunch of a whole bunch of behind the scenes foolishness or whatever. But it was about them making that play. And Tandy was on there where she met Genuine, and her and Genuine started like dating or whatever. And they were dating after the show, I remember too. I'm like, cause nobody gonna mention you were dating Genuine. What happened with that? But I digress. Anyway, so those are the couples. So we have to figure out what's going on. I was still very shocked that no one said, "Wasn't you on that show?" And they're the Genuine, but they did not. So again, the end would be 3 couples. But at the end of the first episode, 2 people will be going home, okay? Now, we do see there are 2 friends in the house. Chica and Devine. I should have put the pictures up already. Chica and Devine are friends outside of the house. And they both... Oh, here you go. They both... so they met a while ago. They were introduced by other friends, but they never dated or whatever. But they're just, that's my girl. They friends or whatever. So we feel like, or I feel like they're gonna be a dynamic duo, and they're gonna be tag teaming people in the house. And he brings up how, again, he's very direct, he's very blunt. And no, she said he's very direct, he's very blunt, and that he talks a lot of shit, I guess. So as they talk, and they say, who they like, and I know who you like, I don't know who you like, I don't know. So they then bring up how they both like London and Alexis. So Chica likes Alexis, Devin likes London. But as they looking and paying attention, London and Alexis are seeming to like each other. Okay, so Devin then said, you know what, we may need to break them up, okay, because she talked to my man and you want her, so we maybe need, so you know what I'm saying, Batman Robin this whole thing out. I'm like, oh, so now they're a team. So Chica does go over to London and say, you know what, hey, how about, you go over talk to Devin and I'll talk to Alexis or whatever. And London says, cool. Mainly because London said he also likes Devin. No, her name was Devine, not Devin. Her name was Devine. I'm sorry, y'all. Devine. But, I mixed up in my head. Anyway, so London goes to talk to Devine because, as he said, I like that. And said, I like her or whatever. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. So we then see them having 2 separate conversations. And, when Chica and Alexis talked, he said he kind of got turned off from her because, he asked about her last relationship. And she said, well, I was together with a guy for 6 years. Like, we almost got married. But, we did not get married because I felt like he wasn't ready. I felt like, I was the head of the household, and I ain't like it no more. Like, he just let me, run things, and I just wanted more from him or whatever. So we broke up. But she like, oh, okay, well, that's, it is what it is. But she then said, yeah, like he got married or whatever, and he said, oh, so he just wasn't the right one for you. She then said, no, he's a piece of shit. What did she say? He's a piece of painted shit. I said, painted shit? Paint girl. Because she didn't say he was a bad guy per se, just that she was upset because he let her just kind of run over him basically, so they broke up. He moved on and married somebody else. But when she said he was a piece of crap or whatever that was painted, she said, I feel like anybody who would sit here and like degrade their ex, like, what would you do if we broke up? Like, I feel like if we broke up, you would then sit there and say negative things about me. So I don't want to be with somebody who would do that about the ex. I do think it's a way to discuss the ex without saying that they're a piece of shit. Just because you didn't say a reason that he was, just said, well, now he did somebody else's piece of shit. I'm like, girl. So again, Chica did not like that. He said that was a turn off for him. Now, London and Devine have great conversation, you know what I'm saying, because everyone seems to like London. And I'm like, okay, now London to me, again, this is London right here. London isn't a bad looking guy at all, but again, everyone seems to really like him. I don't know if it was because he had a nice little blue suit or whatever, but he was catching all the ladies' eyes. And I'm like, well, okay, good. So then we see, who else do we see? Now, we do see a dude named James. Did I have James's picture? Oh, yeah, here it is right here. And, he keeps bringing up how, I'm a king, you know what I'm saying? And ladies should be, should be with a true king, you know what I'm saying? And ladies should know about unconditional love. So he keeps talking to every girl about him being the king and about unconditional. It was the same thing said in different ways or whatever. And this conversation for me, it reminded me of a guy who goes to like a how to meet women seminar. And they say, you know what? Talk about you being a king and she's a queen and y'all need unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? If you keep saying that, you'll find your queen. And he just kept regurgitating it over and over and over. And each lady was like, oh my God, he just it's seen too much or whatever. And so John, no one was feeling John. No one was feeling the kingship of John or whatever. Now he later told them, like as they were sitting around talking or whatever, it was a couple girls, a couple guys, how he has been celibate for 2 years. They was like, what? Really? Oh my God. Okay, what's going on with that? He brings up how, well, I did it because the next person I have sex with, I wanted to be my wife. And I feel like if I keep, be out here dating so and so and so and so and so and so and having sex with so and so and so and so and so and so, and then I didn't hurt so and so and so and so and so and so in some kind of way, that karma will come back on me. I said, well, that's true. Okay. He kind of said how God will make him pay. I said, I don't think God doing that. But you can, keep your penis to yourself. Okay. So again, other people was having a great conversation or whatnot. Now we do see the dude named Jimmy. I don't remember which one was Jimmy, but Jimmy gave, what's his name? Jimmy? I don't think it was Jimmy. Why did I say Jimmy? Who was it? Let me see. It wasn't Jimmy because that was not the right name. Because I don't think we have a Jimmy. Who gave her a heart? Some dude gave Alexis a heart. And she then, oh, it is a Jimmy. Okay, it is a Jimmy. I forgot. So this is Jimmy. Where is he at? This is Jimmy. Okay, so that's Jimmy. So Jimmy gave Alexis the hearts because, as he said, I like her. I'm saying, I'm on a path with her, or whatever, and she's when I think I'm supposed to be with her, whatever. So I want to give her this so that she knows I'm for real. And then she's like, "Did you come here with like a whole bunch of little hearts?" It's like, no, but this one is for you. I'm like, okay. Anyway, I say if you say so. Now we also see Ashima and Darren talking. Okay, I think I got their pictures. Ashima and Darren was now. Ashima was saying how she felt like she people did not take her serious or whatever. And her and Darren was sitting just off on the side talking or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's really, really cute or whatever. And they were bonding basically because they both are single parents. Not which means they're not with their kids, other parent or whatever. And she said how her baby daddy get along great. But it took time for that to happen. Her son is 10. And then, he said, well, I wish that was my situation, whatever. He like, we not there yet or whatnot. And then she said, well, sometimes it's about making them think they right, even when they wrong. Like, even if you give them good ideas, make them think it's their idea. That's the way to kind of maneuver the situation. But they talked and they hit it off. And I'm like, okay, cool. Because again, as she said, she felt like people do not take her serious, but they had a good time talking to each other. So we then see Tommy. Tommy come out and say, okay, now it's time for y'all to figure out the thing that we need to know, okay? We need to figure out who the women want to keep, okay? Or who they attracted to or whatever. So, for the most of the time, they say, it was London. Okay? They like London a lot. Again, a lot of ladies said London. And they also said Mario. Okay? And I said, oh, okay, I guess it is what it is. So those two guys are the ones that the ladies like the most. The most other ladies said, I think most of them said London name, and then he was number 2. And then for the ones they did not like, it was Carrie, the older dude, John, who said he was celibate, and kept saying, I'm a king, I'm a king, I'm a king. And the Jimmy dude who gave Alexis his heart. Okay. Mainly because they say he acts like he's a car salesman. I think he is like a real estate agent. So he's always schmoozing people or whatever. And like he's trying to sell something. But you have to realize dating isn't like selling a house. It is what it is. And this is kind of aggravating. So again, we do find out that London and Mario had the most votes of who they like. Okay, so they are safe for the night. Okay, and then John and Jimmy are both at the bottom. Okay, I'm like, oh, it's so sad. Okay, and anyway, we then see who goes home, and there was John, the celibate one, who was talking about king this and king that and unconditional love and all that. Not foolishness, but it was teen too much, teen too fast at the same time. So John says, like, you know what? I feel like, what I'm saying, my queen must not be here, okay, because she don't recognize that I'm a king, so I'm gonna go home. And I said, okay. He just came off weird, and it had nothing to do with him being celibate. Even each time he talked to a lady, because if you don't have that love, if it's not unconditional, what do you have? Okay, and you have to know that your king can unlock that unconditional love. And I'm like, bruh, I just met you. I just met you, sir. Like, there's other things to talk about besides I don't want to talk about that at first. Like, what's your shoe size? You're not a bowl. You're Christian. What kind of porn do you? It's just. I mean, like it's. I don't know. Anyway, so the men then have to choose which ladies they like, okay, and which ones they don't like. Now, I think last season they were saying, I guess the men had more power or whatever, but this season, every time they vote one man off, they will also vote one woman off. So there will always be even amount of men and women. There will never be a point where there's more men than women. Last season, it was more women than men. So the women were kind of like vying for the men. And this season, that would not be a thing or whatever. And I said, that's smart, okay? That's the thing to do. Now, for the most part, the ladies are all mingling to trying to figure out, which guy they connect with to get them to stay in the house. And they're trying to make a good impression on the different men. Now, Nina. Okay, where's Nina? Nina was not having the best of times. She brought up how it was just awkward for her. And, she's like, she just wasn't, but she wasn't mingling earlier either. At one point, she was talking to, I think, Mike, this guy or whatever. And she was like, oh, I'm so happy you're here. And she was trying to flirt with one person. And then I think he saw, well, I hope your husband is here. I'm like, well, damn. She was talking about you, right? You know what I'm saying? But she brought up how she's just nervous or whatever. So she brings up how, I'm just not used to dating multiple men at the same time. So this experience is overwhelming. But I'm like, but you came to the show. But I guess. So she's sitting talking to Chica. Where's Chica? Yeah, Chica's picture. I have half of his picture. I'll put a half up. This is Chica, okay? So she's talking to Chica and it's telling him how it is for her. It's awkward. Mainly because, again, she's like, I have not dated, multiple men at the same time or whatever. And he like, well, nobody here is guaranteed, to like anybody else. So, you should still play the field as if you have every chance available. Like, you can't kind of let the fact that there's other women here, because there's not other women here, it doesn't mean the 10 men are going to go for the other 9. You know what I'm saying? So don't count yourself out too quick. It was good advice in my opinion, but I still feel like something about Chica is gonna be a thing like he feel like he know what's best or whatever, and I may not like him, but I don't know yet. We're gonna have to see. So we then see the guys kind of pick and say who they do and or don't like, and for the most part, the guys said that they liked. This is Alexis. So they mostly liked Alexis a lot, okay, and then they also liked Devin, okay? And I'm trying to put up the pictures I had because I don't feel like putting more pictures. And those were the yeses. And I mean, I feel like for one, they kind of favor. So I'm like, it kind of mean the guys kind of have a type. And again, these are 2 different women who just happen to look alike. So I said, well, I guess so. So the no's were the girl Kimber, Nina, and Christina. And then Chica also said Ashima. And Darren, who was talking, Ashima's the comedian. And Darren, who said, I really, really, really like Ashima. I'm not going to let nobody get the person I had the most connection to out the house when they want. Like, that ain't going to happen for me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Pick somebody else, even if you don't like them. Like that. Because it was like, Chica kept like pushing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like my homegirl. He said, so I wouldn't want her here. And he said, well, I don't care. Like, I like her. Like, I don't see her that way. So you can't push your agenda harder than mine. And she like, well, I feel like, if I don't feel her, I want to have somebody else here who I can get to know. I'm not going to want to date her, so I don't want her here. And I'm like, bro, that ain't how it works. I mean, but it is, but it's still not. Anyway, so I'm like, bro, don't do that. But it was cool to see Darren kind of be like, no, I like her. Like, you can't send her home like just because you feel some kind of way. Girl, boy, back. So, of course, the top 2 ladies, I guessed the top 2 ladies before I wrote my answers down before. And it was Alexis and Devin, like I showed y'all. And the bottom 2 were Nina and Christina. And At first, I was like, oh, really? Now, again, this is Nina, who was just awkward and did not know what to do or whatever. And then we also had This Is Christina up close. And I feel like when I kept looking at Christina, I feel like she's had work done to her face. Her face just looks worked, like her nose looks constructed. Her lips looked architecturally done. Okay, and when they were showing her earlier, it looked like she maybe had like a tummy tuck or whatever, and not lipo. And I'm not trying to body shame or whatever, but I'm just saying like it looked like, what I'm saying, she just had stuff done or whatever. And I feel like I wonder if people got the wrong impression from her because when they was talking to her, or whatever, even when she was a Chica. I think with Chica and another guy who was talking to her, and when he said, "Oh," to Ashima being Southern and knowing how to cook, and she was like, "Do you not think Southern know how to cook? I can cook anything or whatever." He said, "Well, okay, what's your best dish you can cook?" Everything. He like, no, every woman has the best thing that they make. That's their thing. No, I can do everything. I said, "Girl, that ain't true. Like my specialties is homemade chili, fried chicken, okay, and I make a really good spaghetti. A really, really, really good spaghetti, whatever." So he was saying everyone has something that's they make that, what I'm saying, it's really, really good or whatever. I also love, I like my homemade chicken soup. That's really good too. Okay, to make your own broth, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but again, everyone has something that they make that's their favorite thing to make. And she kept on saying, "Oh, I can do anything." And I felt like, it was a little bit standoffish or whatever. And someone said like she comes off like a pit bull, like she's consistently like fighting, a conversation or whatever. As I think it's because she's so little, because she's like my height, she's like 5 feet, and sometimes we are very aggressive. Okay, but you have to know when to not be aggressive. But I also feel like her, she looks very made up. A lot of them had a lot of makeup on. I'm looking like, girl, y'all ain't melting? Y'all ain't melting? I guess not. Anyway, so between these two, who goes home? Who goes home? Well, Christina went home. Christina went home. Nina stayed, and Nina was happy. She said that, even though she thought she was going home because she isn't, she would now, what I'm saying, be more focused on finding love. And when Christina went home, she's like, oh, all right, it's fine or whatever. Okay, he said, well, thanks for sending me home and not wasting my time. I said, she had an attitude. So again, I'm not surprised she went home. I'm also not surprised the dude who went home or whatever. I mean, it made sense in my head. Okay, so we then have, 9 guys. Well, no, 9 girls. So these are the women who are left. Christina is in the front with the long peach dress. Okay, long peach dress, but she has went home as well. But again, those are all the other ladies and what they wore for day one. Okay, my favorite outfit, honestly, was Ashima. I think that the bit of color was really cute. She was covered, but also showed her figure. I feel like the girl in front of her with the long hair, I did not like her wig. The lace front was killing me. The short peach dress in the front was very, very cute. I like that as well. And I like her shortcuts. But, Tandy has too much hair. And again, the girl, Devine, is just standing in the background looking to be chose. And, but those are the ladies that are left. Well, minus Devin, not Devin, but minus Christina because she's alone there. And then the guys. The guys, okay. I don't like how anyone is dressed in this shot. I think London, who's in the back in the blue with the little flower thing on his lapel, I guess I liked his the most. I felt like Chica looked like he was just going to a hookah bar. Um, I don't mind um the guy in the front with the salmon color shirt and the white pants. I don't mind it, but the way he's holding his hands, I feel like he's hiding his penis. Um, but the guy in the front with the blue suit, I don't like how it fits. And I don't like the bow tie. But again, the dudes, I guess. And again, the guy with the blue shirt, black pants, he reminds me of penis. He just reminds me of penis. I just, it is what it is. Girl, I don't know. So we will see how this season goes. I intend to review every episode unless no one watches these reviews. We shall see. But okay, that was the first episode. So put in the comment section how y'all like this show, if y'all do or do not watch the show, and hopefully y'all watch the review. Anyway, it's 5:40 morning and I'm going to bed. Peace.